Yeah, so I'm still a bit like lost with the gen temp or like gen output that we need to do when we have like plots or regression outputs. So I just want to know where in the code where exactly I need to take care of these mentioning these file paths properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you are setting up your project as an R project, typically this is the case when you have an R proj in there. R automatically sets your working directory to the root of your project. So this directory, the main project directory. In that case, it makes also sense putting your makefile here, because then it's clear that everything is relative to this root directory. That's one philosophy. The other philosophy is all of your like directories that you call in your R scripts are relative to the root. So if you want to load data, it's data/dataset.csv. The other philosophy that I tend to follow many times is that everything is relative to where a source file is located. The complication is that every time that you work in a different source code file, you will actually have to like go to session, set working directory to source file location, because you need to tell R, because you're developing this, right? You need to tell R, hey, now I'm in this directory. Now I'm, now I'm in that directory. The beautiful thing is though, that if you do that, then you can easily have makefiles in your module itself. So everything is relative to what is in this directory. So if you want to go down, you do ... data or something like this, right? You need to exit this directory. So the beauty here is that you can run this individual pipeline without caring about all of the other pipelines. That's why this is my preferred choice of doing things. You need to take a decision. What is the working directory? Is it the main directory of the root directory of your project versus is it always the directory in which the source code resides? And then the decisions follow. If it is the project directory, typically you have a makefile at the root only, and everything, is relative to the root. So you don't typically go down. You only have to enter new directories, right? Data or gen or something like this. Or if you decide it's relative to the source code, the makefiles reside in each module, and you will typically, when you want to access data, you have to go up first, right? ... data, something like this. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I'm getting a hang of it. And the other thing was like, so for example, maybe in the analysis, I have a plot that I've saved. So when I'm saving it, like, for example, yeah, so over here, like when I'm saving it, do I mention like gen output, like where do I put that code exactly?
Yes, so the first thing is you have a makefile in that directory itself. And in that makefile, you already say data sm dot, you go up. So in your analysis, it doesn't make sense that you enter gen, because then it expects gen to sit in here. You first have to go up, ... and then gen. Because everything is relative to where your source code is located. The analysis code is here. So to reach gen, it needs to first click here. Boom, on up.
And gen is something we don't like do any kind of like, we don't make the directory, right? It has to be automatically.
No, well, if it's the first time that you're using this, you have to make it.
Okay, yeah, this is exactly where it's okay, right. So yeah, based on each, okay, then for example, okay, gen temp or whatever, I need to make it accordingly. Okay, makes sense. Right, yeah, now it's clear to me. Thanks a lot.